Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Consuming Shadow. Last time, as the Scholar, we succeeded in banishing Cathoth, the evil god that was encroaching on fake Britain. And this time, we're going to hopefully do it again. Only this time, we're the warrior. And as you can see, instead of the Scholar's all-round goodness, we exclusively have melee and a dodge. We're also wanted by police, and we don't have a gun. So, I've played once before as the warrior. It went quite well, I must say. I managed to get to the god, but I didn't manage to finish it off. What I learned though, hang on. Sorry about that, that was me, I'd forgotten to set the game audio to be playing through my headphones. What I learned though is that the warrior benefits greatly from having a damage spell at the end of the game. So I'm going to have to bear that in mind this time. In that one run I managed to get 4 birth stars, so naturally I'm going to put at least 2 of them into melee damage. I'm thinking getting some car speed as well, because default car speed is just rough. Let's lean heavier into the center there. Yeah, I think I'm going to put 3 into there so that we're doing more melee. Absolutely tearing through the enemies. And I'll show you his unique skill. Birth star, I should say. It's not actually a skill. If it shows up... Oh, is it not there? That's a shame. The warrior's unique skill is he can increase the capacity of the medkit, which is quite interesting. Meaning, obviously, you can heal more without having to go to the hospital, but to be honest, with the dodge, you tend not to take as much damage as you would expect. Getting my random equipment chance up there, on the off chance we get the side quest to rescue the 4th character, which I will do, because I done the warrior last time and it went well. So, first text, we've got to go to Somfirth and work our way from there. Where have we started? Up in the north again. Well, we've only got 15, so I'm not going to bother going to Sodden. Sorry, wait a minute. Yes, we're gonna go straight to Somfirth. Yeah, let's head on off then. That extra car speed will probably be coming in quite useful to begin with. Yeah, it does look like it. Oh, sorry, didn't mean that. I accidentally hit stop there. Another text through. Enemy minions in Almsby. Alright, well, we'll do that next to get a little bit of money. Where are we? The townspeople are friendly in the most disquieting way possible, and there's a hollowness to their attitude. Okay, okay. An interested potential recruit. We're going in. Look, here we are. We are the warrior. This is it. This is our only attack. Looks like he's in a mosh pit or at a rave or something. Just bash it away. And we also... Whoa! He's like, whoa! Christ. That's it. That's all we've got. You also can't melee when you're moving, but to be honest, if you're melee when you were moving as any of the other characters, you were probably doing it to get out of just constant damage. So, we're going to move in. Pleasant start, getting an office. Yeah, as you can see, tearing through enemies with that melee. Yeah, we started in an office, so we're going to get lots of clues. So the priest in the centre of the circle incanted the phrase "Shmew, every unfortunate prisoner." Oh, excellent. So we've got Circle of Death already, which, as I said earlier, will pay off in dividends when it comes to Stonehenge at the end of the game. And we've got keys as well, which is pleasant because we're right next to a locked door. What do we get here? Cause is white. Cause, rather, not cause. Cause. So we know that cause is white. White lines going through my mind. We've got another enemy. As you saw there, their health bar flashed when I dodged. That's because if you dodge, you're actually invincible during the animation. So, much like in games like Dark Souls, well-timed dodges are stronger than any armor, which is pleasant for us. The melee also has a much better reach than just the pistol whip. Healing touch as well. What a start. No clues, but many a spell, and that's what I'm after. Another one, really? Is that clairvoyance? So we've got clairvoyance, circle of death, and healing touch. Would be as well just going for it right now if we had the correct clues. Which punt away. That's all we can do. I don't know if he actually attacks any faster with his melee. But he doesn't seem to. But as you saw there, we absolutely ripped through that guy. Next part is you. You can see there, something you, something, something. Not bad. No clues so far though. Did get we know that because it's associated with white, so that could come in important at some point. So that was a brilliant first dungeon, I must say. And will we get a reward for finishing that? No. Okay, dokie. So we'll heal up, and we'll go handle the enemy minions in Almsby, which is down the way. I think we'll have enough time to stop off in Lawbury and Stonechester on the way. Something I learnt you can do. I'll show you just now if there's no random event when it gets to about 30. When you're halfway there, look, we know that that one is a green one now, because we're approaching, we can see that there's no shifty business going on in the woods. So, because our money's so low, I'm going to go straight to Stonechester. I'm not going to bother stopping off in Almsby because we don't need to. How pleasant. Oh, I've got a text. Does karate feel as good as the noise and the spark and the power of death in your palm? Lost sanity. Yes, the backstory of the warrior is that he killed somebody for some reason, and now he can't bear to use a gun ever again. Alright, so we've got some, we've got a victim on the ground. He's being gnawed at by the shadow. So we're going to fight them off, because we are a good Samaritan. Ah, now, see, spitting enemies. They are a problem when you're the fighter, because you obviously don't have ranged, and I don't want to be using my sanity. Oh, he's dead. Oh, brilliant. We've got intel in Goring. Well, in that case, I'm thinking head straight down to Almsby, because otherwise we're going to be struggling for time to get to Goring. We can come back for, was it Sawchester? Could have been Sawchester, it's normally Sawchester. Town names are random each time. I just tend to see Sawchester more than others. Almsby is also calm. Yes, creatures of the shadow in the streets. So let's wipe them. Oh, bloody hell. 2 spitters. I'm gonna have to heal after this one. £18. Nice one. Let's find some supplies, see what we can come across. Well, shoulder stock is completely irrelevant for the fighter, so the warrior, sorry. So we're not going to bother with that. 25% supplies, that would probably give us enough of a heal if things go awry. Stonechester was got by the shadow as well, which was a shame. Well, because we missed it. We'll have to come back for that. God damn. Forborough is also touched by the shadow, but I want to make it to Goring first. I'll come back for Forborough. This extra car speed is coming in monumentally useful. Nice one, we got sent 9 quid by the Ministry. I don't know how we're affiliated with the Ministry, considering we get text through from the boss as well. But, you know. Oh, body armour on sale, let's nick it. Nice one, that is, as you can probably imagine, given from the last run how useful body armour came in for the fighter, even more so, because we're going to be so close by. Need to get some intel to Burrell. Okay. Got to purge the shadow, find and exterminate the large creature, and we'll get paid cash money $1 for it, so that sounds great to me. Someone left their keyring here. Good, right away. Means we don't have to mess about trying to find that. Just gonna make sure. Oh, I mistimed that horribly! Scrub damage there. Killing those guys in 3 hits though, that extra melee damage is just phenomenal. Yeah, so last time was probably a little bit of a fluke. I managed to get the double melee damage right at the end there, which came in at the clutch, but I don't know, I finished with a significant margin, so I didn't do too badly. Give me some credit. But this time, yeah, obviously we're not going to be able to do the Warrior's quest, so we're going to have to we're gonna have to do it of our own volition, but we've basically got as much melee damage anyway. And I favour the melee, to say the least. Is this the large creature they were talking about? He is large, and he is a creature. He's ticking all the right boxes. I think it was. What did that do? Was that... Oh, open lock. Oh, well. Good God. We need to get some clues. This is astonishing. I've got more spells than I know what to do with. He's got the anxiety. Poor guy. He's like, I don't know what to do with these. He's not right. Well, I can't really infer anything from that apart from the god who uses Agen is an enemy of the red god. I can infer that because, well, it said it was upside down. That one's Agen. Because it is white. So that's red. So I can either infer from that Agen and Kz are allies, or Kz and whichever is red. So it was Agen, yeah. Let's incant it. Nothing happened. So we did actually benefit in some way, in some small way that could factor in if we get a clue that says like the enemy that is red is the concept of disease or something like that. Not hugely profitable so far, but to be honest, we've not actually done a proper dungeon, so, oh, that was silly of me. I don't know if I could have known if there would be body armour there or not. I can't remember if I saw it beforehand. Oh, that job that went bad. Boss is trying to wipe me out and we lost some sanity. We're being driven insane by the prospect of our boss not being as friendly as he seems to be. I want to do this delivery, but at the same time, I don't know if I really can afford it, because just for sheer time, we've already spent a bit of time on the road. I'm thinking we head back in the direction we came and wipe out those dungeons to see how many clues we can find. Hopefully we'll get an office block or two. All will be fine. So we're going to enter Forbra. Town is suffering under an infestation of small scuttling creatures. This could be a portal, I think. Find and destroy a nest. Okay, so pretty much the same, only we don't just have to chant spells at it to get rid of it. We've got to kick it into oblivion. That seems like something I can do. These guys were a problem playing through the first time, but when you can kill them in 2 hits, they, well, I'm not suffering as much. Body lies at the feet, a little more than a massive oozing deformity. I think that's disease. So the god of disease is... What's that? Jesus Christ already! Just running into them now. Absolutely tearing through an S. Biaria has no particular interest in her realm. Biaria is not the invading god, but we don't know anything else about Biaria, so we can't figure out which one Biaria may be. So we're going to move on. See what else we can find. The Bati rune has been inscribed here in red. It could be a marker of territory or gesture of thanks or recognition. So now we know that that's Bati in red. So if we find another one, like Kz, if we find Kz written in red, we know that white and red are the two invading gods. Nothing happened. I think I actually maybe lost some sanity for doing that. I've got to stop just blindly paying them off. Small first aid kit. Not bad. Gaining a little bit of health back there. Diddies. Still massive oozing deformity. I think that's disease. But I'm not entirely certain. I can't be sure. Got some dusty jewellery. Estimated value £1. Just how does he possibly convert that into monetary value? £1 as well. What is it, like a plastic ring somebody got on a Christmas cracker? Killing those guys in one hit is just absolutely phenomenal. That's like half of my total damage gone already over the course of the whole run, I would imagine. Another clue? Yeah. Agen is associated with the colour orange. Okay, so now we know all the colours. Biaria is not the invading god. That'll hopefully come into play sooner rather than later. These not the invading god ones can prove to be very, very useful, especially if you can find out who's allied with who. Because then that can just rule one of them out right away. And you're sorted. getting a lot of equipment. Obviously we don't get bullets as the warrior, so we get plenty of lockpicks and health ups, and no, you don't actually get sanity from items. Well, so we'll move on to Stonechester. There's no chance of us making it to Burrow now. I should have just gone straight to Burrow though. But at the same time, we've got we got 44 cash. That's enough to get a couple of medkits should we need it, or alternatively, you know, there's others. Are stopping close to running over a person. There's either a fresh possession or something that throws. Let's try to help him. We'll be a good lad. Oh dear. We lost health. Didn't go well. Didn't go to plan. So we'll heal up before we head into Stonechester. And we've got some left over to top off afterwards as well. The shadow's insidious influence is thick on the ground here. Okay. I think this is an occult text. Yes, occult text. This poor devil's open only the box bearing the colour of the god of pain. Bearing the colour of the god of pain. And we don't know any of the aspects, so we're just going to open all the boxes and hope for the best. As you should do in any supernatural scenario involving coded boxes. I think that'll be pain then. Oh, sweet dodges. Can't get close. Ah, you fucking getting me with a cheeky double. Whatever was I to do? Just tried to. Oh my god! So we've got mass death now as well. Like maxing out the spell book here. And that'll be. This one's T in red. Box is completely empty, so it's not red. Red is not the concept of pain, I want to say. I should really have wrote that down. Did that just block damage by going into the spell menu there? I don't think so. Don't need to equip the shoulder slot. Animosity rude and suffering reportedly endured by a worshipper of Yuzg while captured by the cult of Nyx. Yuzg appears to be the enemy of Nyx, and Biaria is not the invading god. Okay. This doesn't narrow many things down, but we know the names of all three gods now, which, to be honest, that tends to be a wee bit funny sometimes. Yellow is also not the god of whatever it was. There's the fucking worst sanity effect in the entire game going on there. Chant his rune back at him and then boot him in the face until he dies. That's what to do if you get bothered in the street by the clergy. Let's get him. Nice one, managed to dodge damage there, got the keys. Still no proper, I mean, we have got a few clues, to be honest. Ah, that should have destroyed the spit. Oh, we've got the anxiety again, he's just a nervous wreck, this one. White. We've learnt the first syllable of the mantra, and I think the first syllable. Yeah, so we've got God's rune and then you. Nice one. Nice one. That's, oh, escape. We've got to pursue monster. Let's flee then. Let's flee the scene. It is unfortunate that I couldn't get the warrior's unique skill. Because it would have been nice just to be able to show it off, really. The scholar's unique skill was research. There's like a bestiary, and every time you fight a monster, you unlock another letter of the bestiary, of its bestiary entry. And however much your research score is, that's how many characters, letters that you unlock each time, which is a quite interesting way of doing all the unlockable jazz, I thought. There's also there were collectibles, diary pages. But I've found all of them already. The boss has sent us £7. Cheers. Get myself a nice ready meal. There's a definite foothold in Bilston. Okay. So one of them's fallen. We're going to enter Almsby because we need to refill our medkit. I'll find supplies as well. Oh, it's the shoulder stock again. I've got to stop wasting time like this. Burrell's fallen into the shadow. Dillagaff. Ministry. Dillagaff. Bilston's further back. We've not got time for that shit. But we'll go back over to Burrell because now that Burrell has fallen to the shadow, it's become a dungeon where we can get clues. Perhaps a tactical decision. That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway when I try to sleep at night. Oh shit! No, we are wanted by the police. We're going to have to just drive away from the 5-0. Ah, dear. So the car's moving slower now because the police got us, but if we'd stopped we would have been lifted, and we can't be having that. Have we got time to stop? We've got 39 hours, that's plenty. Rosary, only £6. I say dollars, it ain't dollars. This is one of the few games that I've ever played where the currency, if it's not one made up for the game, where the currency isn't dollars. So that's fun. Played a few games where you use yen. Very rarely pounds though. Gonna stop halfway at Goreng and head to Burrell purely because the car is now going significantly, like worryingly slower than it was before, considering how little we know. Although the boss sent us £12 though, so that's quite nice. I'm hoping we get a random event where a guy offers to repair the car, because that's amazing. We've got a sleeper cell in Hobblemouth. God almighty, it takes us 4 hours to travel 80 miles. Is that Bilston just gone? Oh no, we were going to Burrell. Well, Bilston was up the north, and it is just gone, but it's of no concern to us now. We'll stop for a coffee. Their exhaustion is at bay, because we don't have time to nap, especially when the car is moving. It would be as well just riding a donkey to Burrell. What? I have the message in the... Oh yeah, of course. We didn't manage to turn in the quest. It's just a yawning dart. Oh, God almighty, no clues again. We're in a... At least we're going to get equipment. We're in a bloody warehouse. And they rarely, if ever, drop clues. We might get a clue for finishing the objective. Find it clear at the rooms where minions of the shadow are congregating. I'm just going to go straight for this red one because we've got 7 lockpicks. No harm. Oh, Jesus. If there's one thing I've learned from playing the fighter... Oh, bloody hell. It's fuck the ranged guys. Because they are dicks. Die! Honestly, oh, and he's got the anxiety again, man. Calm yourself. You make it out every time. He's like, no. But you can't really calm yourself if you have anxiety. It doesn't work like that. That's why it's anxiety. We've got the BT rune in red. That was what we got last time, wasn't it? Red BT. Wait. So it's either... Ah, yeah. Okay. Cast out the BT rune again. A wave of answering energy didn't seem to make any difference whatsoever. Let's move further in. Almost at half time. And that's worrying, given how little the bloody sanity effect reversed my controls there. Can we still probably dodge faster than we walk? Moonwalk. Is that it was an enemy. Oh, delightful. Absolutely delightful. More of that. Set of keys, good. Shan, that locked door over on the right is a little bit further away than it could have been, but at the end of the day, things are going quite well. There's another BT rune. I don't even know why I keep doing that, although I didn't seem to lose anything that time. No! Fucking hell! You can only ever melee one enemy at a time, and it tends to favour the nests, so if there's an enemy just sitting in the nest, it can get you good. I'm in a bad position. I've only got 12 HP left. All these ranged enemies are really kicking my arse. Like, got a little bit back there. These guys, though, I could fight these guys all day. I would, and I will. But I can't. What do you make of that? What do you make of that? Right, I'm feeling... Oh, bloody gets me every time. I'm feeling confident enough to take on the last enemy room. 15 health, that's like a good 4 hits, and we've got body armor as well, so it could be worse. Oh, fuck me. And obviously, you saw there that it just didn't lock on to the correct enemy. Yes! We got the third part of the banishment ritual, which is... I mean, if it comes down to it, we have all of the gods' runes, so, I mean, a 1 in 3 guess. Well, actually, a 50-50 chance, because we know that one of them isn't the invading god, so if we can get the names in the correct order, we could just take a punt, even if we don't know for sure. And what with the car being messed up? The car getting damaged there is just an example. Last time I felt was a little bit misleading, because I just had so many stars that it made anything that happened a little bit irrelevant. Yeah, this time we're not quite as overpowered as we were last time, so the car being damaged is a major worry for me now. We'll try and make it to Hobblemouth in 6 hours. I mean, in reality, it would easily take 6 hours to get that far across the country. Like, although it is Wales. Like, Wales is pretty much just motorway and field, but, you know. We got that sanity. We got that tech. He said the exact same thing to us yesterday. The boss is in on it. He wants to get us. We're a little bit down on HP, but I don't see why we can't do a dungeon. Might have a scene of absolute chaos, so this will probably be maybe a portal one? Find and exterminate the local leader of the minions again. That I can do. A nice simple one-off objective. We don't have to be scrolling the entire map to get to it. It's brilliant that we kill those in 2, because that means we can get them before they launch their attack. They wait for you to move and then they jump in front of you and attack you, so if you hang back and dodge, you can get around their attack. Now, from experience, the park tends to be quite good for clues. And as I've said many times already, good lord, where's all the fucking clues at? Words to live by. Let's see if we can find one. There we go. So is that Biaria is an enemy of the god, identified by the Bati rune. Yuzhg appears to be the enemy of Nyx, and Biaria is not the invading god. So we still don't know which one Biaria is. We know Biaria is either orange or white, and then Yuzhg appears to be the enemy of Nyx, so... like, eventually we'll get like 1 or 2 clues that just put all this together, and the board will just be filled, but until I know for sure, I don't want to just be guessing. Kizarun has been inscribed here in orange. Oh! As a generic prayer. Yes, marker or gesture. So that means that Kiz and Agin are... yes, Kiz and Agin are the 2 invader and their ally. That would lead me to believe that Yuzhg is identified by the Bati rune, but I don't know for sure. I think it's either Nyx or Bataria, but that definitely means that if we were to go and guess, it's only a 50-50 chance, because it's either Kiz or Agin. I'm saying that now, but God only knows what will actually turn out to be the real thing. I may have drawn some conclusions a little earlier than I would have liked to, but... And is that Bati upside down? Yes, that confirms it. Okay, so I know that for sure now. We know that for sure. Good. Shit. Off. The one time it doesn't lock on. And obviously, once again, he just locks onto the wrong enemy at the wrong time. Yeah, like, I'm complaining a lot, but at the end of the day, this isn't too bad. Blisters, that's fear. So one of those 2 is... well, that would lead me to believe there then. Fear. Nice. And what was the other one? We didn't have another aspect. Okay, cool. That's my memory, like a sieve coming into play there. Just boot away at this guy. And that was that. That's their objective complete. God of Disease has no particular interest. God of Disease is not the invading god, so that means Bati is not the invader. I think. We don't actually need to know the name of the god to finish the final dungeon. All we need is the correct thing. The correct rune. That's the one. I've actually finished it a couple of times, or at least got to the final boss a couple of times. Maybe that's fear. Ah, that's fear. Yeah, it was fear. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I've got to the final boss a couple of times without knowing any of the gods' names, and just inferring through aspects and such like. It's nice to know though. It's good to know who you're up against. As far as I can tell, it doesn't really seem to make much of a difference. I don't know if the enemy that the random mook enemies that you fight in the final boss fight are influenced by like the god or its aspect or whatever. But as far as I can, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't. It seems to be random each time. You always have the big wave of darkness coming at you, and you've got to fight the little tendrils. And there'll be enemies that come and it'll chant spells at you that you've got to chant back. Oh shit! Supplies depleted. Forgot about that. Do I head back up to Sax Church or down to Hobblemouth? Do you reckon I can do an enemy operation in 24 HP? Well, I reckon I'm gonna have to, at any rate. Hopefully we'll get some important information. We've got a bloody... bollocks to this, we don't have the HP to risk losing any right now. Chair's just casting me back the way. Gotta take something good, please. Intel coming to Castle Row. Well, where's that? Castle Row's right up the top, is it not? Oh no, it's right there. Oh, okay. Well, we're here now. Let's handle this enemy operation that they speak of. And it's in an office. Brilliant. Brilliant. Let's see if we can't get ourselves some key information to help solve this case. The curious case of the Eldritch deity. Pity is associated with the colour red. Cool, we knew that already. That was me just filing away clues that don't have any relevance anymore. Things that we know for sure and such like. Like X god is identified by red if you already know their aspect and such like. Keeps it neat. Less likely to get confused when it comes down to putting all the other information in. Studied independently the names of Nyx and Biaria, the implication being that the two have close bond. Okay, Nyx appears to be an ally of Biaria, which means they're the two invaders. Well, the invader and their ally. And Biaria is not the invading god, which means you're Yuzg. So we don't know which of these is Biaria and Nyx, but as soon as we do, we can then go straight to Stonehenge, I think. No, we need the ending of the incantation first, unless we plan on guessing it. But that's a fucking much better position than we were a moment ago. Yuzg is an enemy of the god of fear. I was right to put... Sorry, just moving away from the mic a little bit there. Let me just get back in place. Yeah, Yuzg is an enemy of the god of fear. And we know that there is the god of fear. Let me just file that away. We knew that already. One of those is Nyx. One of those is... Biarla. Biarla! I keep calling it Biaria. I learnt it was Biarla last time, and then I was saying it the entire time as Biaria. Very embarrassing. Not going to bother chanting that unless in case it damages me in some way. Nyx is associated with the colour orange, or as an ally. It's allied with the god associated with the colour orange, so Biarla. It looks like Biaria. I'm going to get real close. It is connected. It is an L, it isn't an I. Which means that's Nyx. And yeah, Biaria is not the invading god. Biarla is not the invading god. Which means Nyx is the invading god. Kz is the rune. Brilliant, and we've got a nice, decent crop of spells to do it with, so that's exciting. That's very exciting. This is more than doable. The problem in the final boss is that some of the tendrils go too low or too high for the fighter to... for the warrior to get with his kick attack. They're just not in range anymore. So being able to cast up a... and that was that. Being able to cast up a mass death or rejuvenation as well, full heal, is absolutely fantastic. Being able, like mass death, because we can just get all the ones that go out of range. That was a problem. That was pretty much the only reason that I didn't win last time. Was that I just couldn't reach them. The shadow actually managed to catch up with me and get me. So hopefully this goes well. The fighter is good fun. Fucking warrior, I'm all over the place. The warrior is great fun, I must say. It's nice having to rely only on melee. I enjoy it thoroughly. Can't complain. There. Bat him away. It's like, shoo! 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 He's like, look at my shoe. They're like, my, what a lovely Cuban heel. He's like, thank you, I do try. So there's only one thing left for us to get. It is guessable. And that is the... we've got so much money. That is the last part of the banishment ritual. And I say that's guessable. Because if you put in the wrong... There's a God's Rune Yuka's question mark. If we get the God's Rune wrong but the last one right, then we'll banish the wrong god, or we'll banish the wrong god and the game will just end without us getting to go into the final fight. If we were to get the God's Rune right and get the question mark wrong, we would just suffer a hefty sanity loss. And you can actually repeat it as many times as you want and lose sanity. You'll get a different ending if your sanity is at 0 at the very end. Which means, feasibly, because there's only BTU Kuzushimanagin, we could just guess 5 times. But I'd rather not cheese it like that. I'd rather get it. We've got time. It's only 1 AM. Well, at any rate, we might as well go to Castle Row because that's free money. We could maybe get a better item for the final dungeon. A pentagram necklace would be pretty fantastic because we've got so many spells. Well, I may as well get out and confront them. Oh, they're fighting. They're brawling. Oh, fuck off. As if. That's one down. And I forget that I can't melee while I'm running as the warrior. One day. Carrying on. Still got almost a full day left to stop this. He's just sitting back in the car like, I've got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. £12. Oh, and I went back to the car. Didn't mean that. Enter. Find supplies. Exhaust muffler. Exhaust muffler's not really that important at this stage in the game. We'll return to the car. Nearby places. Kidum would be ideal, I must say, so we're gonna head there. This has gone really well, I must say. The nice crop of spells is fantastic, and considering that we've not got any birthstones in birth stars in sanity or health, this is going fantastic. So our victim is texting us from beyond the grave. Sleeper cell in Amsbay. I'm probably not going to bother with that. I don't think it's nearby. Yeah, it's going really well. We've got all the spells. We've got good equipment. What have we got equipped again? Yeah, we've got both the damage things, both the damage resistance and a rosary. So we're just like a battle priest. Diving in. Kidum is in fact a dungeon, which is ideal. It's a park as well, so we've got a fairly high chance of getting clues. Although we're looking for ritual part. The last one. It could be completely erroneous what I'm saying about parks. I work under the assumption, because I've rolled a fair few clues in them before, that they're one of the better dungeon types for getting clues. But yeah, that could be bullshit. Like, I could just be perceiving clustered random chance. But at any rate, we've got the chance again, a clue. And for finishing, oh, it's just a T-rune floating away. That takes care of the seal. Could easily have missed that in front of the bird bath there. There's no item here. There is no item here. That would have been shocking. And is that it? Cause bish bash bosh. And is that the last one? Brilliant. We know the full thing. Kazoo Kazagin. That rolls off the tongue. That's lovely. Right, we've got a pursuit creature, so we're just gonna bolt. There's no reason for us to stay here. We know everything that we need to know. Get out of here! Oh shit. No can do, friend. No can do. Our stamina is just... not our stamina. I see a green bar, I just think stamina. Our sanity also begins with an S in my defense. Oh Christ almighty, the big face is coming. Well, our stamina... I done it again. Our sanity. Our sanity, for God's sake, Krun. Get it through your fucking head. Ah, it's quite early on for me. Bear with me here. The rift closed. Right. We know the full banishment mantra. We're healed up. We can inject massive drug into our face when we arrive at Stonehenge. We've got 3 really good items for it. Oh, we've got a church, and there's banter going on. Oh, they're just trying real hard. Nice one. We gained some sanity. I can say it when I read it. I just can't say it offhand. Oh, and then we immediately lost. So we didn't half gain back a lot of sanity there. We were at like, what, 22, 23? After that little church bit? Good heavens. Thankfully the supplies are at full. Let's inject those drugs. And we're good to go. No, don't drive. Enter town. Stonehenge. First things first, let's toss out clairvoyance like we did last time. This is a completely different experience if you don't have select spells. Both times now I've gotten, oh actually I think I got clairvoyance in this dungeon last time. But yeah, being able to chuck out the full map right away is invaluable, because it means you're not stumbling about, you're not backtracking, and if you backtrack, like as you've seen, there's a chance of enemies appearing in places you've already been. Oh god. Nyx is the god of pain. Yep, as we thought. Is that a completely full table? It is as well. Let's fill it in properly. There you go. That is a full table. You don't often see that. And with 12 hours left, could have gone faster, I suppose. Could have gone faster, definitely. But we only done, what, about 5 dungeons? I'm really hoping we win here. Like, that would be bonny. Because then that's victory after 2 runs. I don't know if that's on par. Feels like I'd be doing not bad. Will I bother with open lock? Won't bother using up my stamina. Sanity! Ah, oh, and we're right there. That was that. Bish bash bosh, job's a good one. So, Kazagan. Think so? Yep, next. Kazagan. I mean, this might be wrong. If this is wrong, then something went awry somewhere. I'll look through in the edit and try and figure out what it is. But, Kazagan. Let's give it a try. Hearts racing. White fills the room. Yes, that was correct. Good. Hopefully we don't get a bullshit in. Oh, perfect. I couldn't have asked. Literally could not have asked for a better enemy to be showing up. Agan Shamagan. Shamagan Yerma. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. Feeling very good about this. We're doing well. And we've not had any that are going too high or too low for us to get as well, which is pleasant. That's Bati-yu-yu. Bati-yu-yu. Kazagan! Oh, and that was that! That's a victory! Oh, I feel great about that. Brilliant! That went really well. I didn't expect to be able to finish so soon. What with 50 health as well. No increase in health. Barely took any damage there. 9 sanity remaining. He's still got a shred of his humanity. He must have gone temporarily insane. So have a lot of people. The papers are going on about some kind of mass hysteria caused by airborne hallucinogens. I know what I think. I think that last job might have driven me a little crazy. And these hallucinogens, if that's really true, gave a little extra kick. Don't know why he's Welsh. He started up near Scotland, so... But maybe I've been him the entire time and I wasn't even aware of it. I think people reckon the scholar is Scottish because he always starts at the top. Boss isn't returning my calls, but he will. Well, excellent. That was great. We did get lucky. We got a lot of spells really quickly, but at the same time, with only 50 health, we never actually needed to heal. We got good equipment. I suppose I'm forgetting we did get body armor for free right at the start of the game. We probably actually would have died in that mid-game dungeon had we not had that. So I would be thankful for the random drop chance. And that was the warrior. I'll probably upload this at the same time as the next episode because I'm wanting to get through it so that I can start playing something else. Next time's going to be the Ministry Man. Ministry Man is quite exciting. You will have to see. We don't think we unlock anything for finishing the game as the warrior, but we will get level ups, which is exciting. We've seen the credits before. You survived. Can this go any faster, please? Apparently not. We got one level up. We're at level 6. I consider that a victory, I'd say. Got a Steam achievement as well. Ending A. Clues found 11 times 40. We've got 11 clues, 50 minions killed, 4 items found, 6 dungeons completed, and we got ending A. Brilliant! We were physically exhausted, mentally shattered, narcotics riddled, and a burglar, apparently. Shit. And that was that. Files updated. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was a little bit more interesting than the Scholar was, because I wasn't having to explain the entire game concept while playing. If you enjoyed, please remember leave a like, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter at GDWCrun. I love comments, I love feedback, so don't feel free to just drop anything you want down there. I'll be much appreciated. Thank you. I have been Krun. Have a good day, and goodbye for now.